There's been ongoing debate as to which sport is harder to play, softball or baseball. In my own opinion, I believe softball is a lot harder to play than baseball is. While both sports have their own valid points as to why they are harder than the other one, the main points that I will be discussing as to why softball is harder than baseball is batting, pitching, and fielding. Also throughout this, I will be discussing my own personal experience with all three of those main points and getting the view from my side of things and not just from research that I have done. The first thing that I would like to talk about is batting. According to Sports Science and ccmsasa.org, you have 0.413 seconds to respond to a 95-mile-per-hour baseball coming towards you from 60 feet away, and 0.369 seconds to respond to a 70-mile-per-hour softball coming towards you from a distance of 45 feet away. Also, according to Sports Science, it's harder to bat because of gravity. Because we have rise balls in softball, it's a lot harder to change the direction of your bat to go up than it is to go down. Because of the release point in baseball from coming overhead, it isn't possible for a pitcher to throw a rise ball in baseball. But because the release point from a softball pitcher is coming from the hip, a rise ball is one of the most common pitches that a pitcher throws. And so getting your bat to come up when you're swinging it, it's already coming down, for you to change directions in 0.369 seconds is nearly impossible to do. From my own experience with batting, I know that you had to be very, very talented to be able to not only place the ball where you're hitting it. So let's say you can see a gap out in right field, so you want to place the ball out in right field, say you're swinging towards right field. It's not only difficult to do that, but to also hit the ball. And so, from my experience, I know that a lot of the time I'd sit there and I would just swing hoping I would hit the ball. And lucky enough for me, I was able to do that a lot more than others in high school, and that helped my team a lot. But it wasn't because I was able to just guess where the ball was. It was just because I was swinging and hoping I would hit the ball somewhere and that no one else would be there. The second main point that I would like to discuss is pitching. According to thecompletepitcher.com, a baseball pitcher has 12 pitches that he can throw. And according to wikianswers.com, there is 10 pitches that a softball pitcher can throw. However, the softball pitcher can also combine pitches to make one pitch. So, for instance, a softball pitcher can combine a curveball and a rise ball to where it's not only rising, but is also curving in towards the batter. Pitching is a lot harder in softball because the release point if you're releasing too late, you're gonna throw a wild pitch and it's not going to curve the right way, or it's not going to rise enough, and you're doing a full rotation of a circle, 360 degrees, and to control your arm speed enough to where you release the pitch at the right point and to get the right spin on it is very difficult to do. And as a catcher, I know this for a fact because a lot of the times I would see my pitcher release it at the wrong point, and I would be struggling to keep the ball in front of me and from the base runners to advance. And so she had to release it at the exact time, and that is very difficult to do. And I am thankful that I never became a pitcher because I don't think I could do it. The next thing I would like to talk about is fielding. According to Livestrong.com, there is 60 feet between bases in softball. And according to BaseballAlmanac.com, there's 90 feet between bases in baseball. What this means is that for fielding, you have to release the ball out of your mitt to first base, second base, wherever you're throwing it, a lot faster than you do in baseball. And so another point is that the grass in the infield that baseball has slows down the baseball. So you have a lot more time to react to a ball that is coming towards you in the infield than you do in softball, where it's all dirt, so it doesn't have the chance to slow down. And so you have to react a lot faster, and you have to make those plays that would seem a lot easier in baseball than they are in softball. I played shortstop for a couple of years, and I made a lot of errors because I couldn't react fast enough to when the ball came off the bat. There'd be a lot of balls going right past me into the outfield, and I'd sit there and I'd think, wow, I feel like I didn't have a chance to get the ball at all. And so that is why I believe that fielding is a lot harder in softball than it is in baseball. In conclusion, fielding, batting, pitching, whatever it is, I think that you have to be a very talented person to not only play softball, but to continue playing softball, where higher up it gets even more difficult to do all these things. And I won't take it away from baseball and say that it's not difficult, because I'm sure it is, and I've never played baseball, so I can't give you that side. But I'm sure it's very difficult from their point of view too. But it's a lot harder in softball because of the reaction time. The reaction time you have to pitching, the reaction time you have to react to a ball coming at you as a batter, and the reaction time that you have as a fielder coming off the bat. And so that is why I believe that softball is a lot harder than baseball. And I hope that I have proven that to you. Thank you.